Hello again, everybody. I'm Scott Casper, and it's time to take a look at this week's news and features from USA Wrestling, the national governing body of our sport. Well, it was a busy week, but a profitable week for Team USA. Outstanding individual efforts took place at the Yasir Dargu International in Istanbul, Turkey. A large squad of men's freestylers from the U.S. took on a deep field of international talent. The first day was highlighted by the performance of one Nick Marable, the former Missouri star, who continues to impress at 163. Now, you may remember last week, Marable won a gold medal at the Grand Prix in Paris. He followed that up with another outstanding performance in Turkey. He opened the day with victories over Turkmenistan and Russia, and in the quarterfinals he faced fellow American Jordan Burroughs, the Olympic gold medalist and two-time world champ. Burroughs also won his first two bouts, coming into the match with a record 69-match winning streak. Burroughs led 1-0 after the first, but that's when Marable went to work. He scored a takedown and added a second for the lead. A Burroughs push out and a takedown tied the match at 4 as time expired, but based on criteria, Marable was awarded the victory, snapping Burroughs' 3.5-year-long winning streak. In the semis, Marable scored an impressive 6-3 win over Batu Demircan of Turkey, a tough competitor indeed. His finals opponent, Morteza Reza Galeh of Iran, and Marable battled to a 4-3 victory for a gold medal for the second straight time. Nick was named the Mat.com Wrestler of the Week for his outstanding performance. Burroughs, well, he would bounce back from the loss with a strong run in the repechage rounds. He scored an impressive 10-0 tech fall over Khabib Baturov of Russia and then put away Demircan of Turkey 10-2. For the bronze medal. Also reaching a medal match on the first day, former Boise star Andrew Hochstrasser, who went on to a strong 3-2 performance, placing 5th at 125. 2012 Olympic champ Jake Varner competed at 213 pounds, his first event in over a year. He went on to defeat Turkey's Faruk Akoyan in the opening round, but withdrew in the second. Day 2 was also a successful one for Team USA. Just 5 athletes in the mix there. The United States came home with 3 medals, the bronze, silver, and the gold. Well, Jimmy Kennedy had a tremendous effort for another international title at 132. The former Illinois star opened with a pair of technical falls, putting away Noriyuki Takasuka of Japan and Chirchirov of Bulgaria. Next came a pair of Russians. In the quarters, Kennedy stopped Igor Pominarev at 4-0 and then ended a semifinals win over Mushid Matalemov by a 5-0 margin. Well, we go to the finals. Kennedy opened his offense in the second period and put away Nomar Ochir Anasaikan of Mongolia, 7-2 the final there. Kennedy's been winning often overseas this year and has beaten several of his international rivals, evidenced by his medal count. Going on a strong run at 189, former Iowa star Phil Keddy, impressive. Going through the brackets, he opened up with victories over Remy of Tunisia, Calendar of Turkey, and Soku of Turkey as well. In the championship finals, he was beaten by young star Abdul Rashid Sadulayev of Russia and came back with a silver medal. Well, it was a big day for the big man Don Bradley as well. Former Missouri star stood up and the world took notice. He's a past junior world champ, if you recall. He opened up with a tech fall over Lopez of Puerto Rico and then dropped a close 4-1 bout to the Olympic bronze medalist Ghassemi. Bradley was pulled back into the repechage where he defeated Eniev of Bulgaria by tech fall and then stopped talented Russian Alan Gugayev 3-1 in the bronze round. Also reaching a medal match at 189, former Oklahoma State star Clayton Foster. Well, he had 3 impressive wins to start things off, stopping opponents from Turkey, Kazakhstan, and then beating American star Raymond Jordan. He was beaten in the semifinals by Russia's Sudalayev and then fell to a tough Iranian opponent in the bronze medal round to finish 5th. More from the international scene when we return. You're watching USA Wrestling Weekly.
ASICS has been there. They've been the lifeblood of the sport. It's been a long time, and they've been at the top of the game every year, forever. And I'll tell you what, now that I think about it, maybe that's where I've gotten my inspiration, because you know, I always want to be in the top of my game in wrestling, and I think that's where ASICS is and wants to be as well.
Hi, I'm Wayne Boyd, Director of Operations and Development for Titan Mercury Wrestling Club. The club was founded to help wrestling worldwide, especially at our senior level, of course at the collegiate level and the high school level. But the most important level for Titan Mercury Wrestling Club is the kids level. And these are some of the guys today that will be tomorrow's Olympic champions. Let's hear it, guys.
Titan Mercury!
That's Titan Mercury Wrestling Club, San Marino, California.
Well, last week, American athletes in all three styles were in competition at the Cerro Pelado in Cuba. Another successful week for Team USA. Winning gold at 105, 2013 World Team member Victoria Anthony. She had a 3-0 record going. Taking home the gold, 2012 World Champion Elena Paraskova at 152. And rounding out the gold rush, 2012 World Silver Medalist Helen Maroulis, the champ at 121. The Cerro Pelado also featured 2 days of men's freestyle action. On day one, four-time NCAA champ and top Olympic hopeful Kyle Dake went 3-0, outscoring his opponents, now get this, 26-2. He opened up with tech falls over a pair of Canadians, Ryan Liu and Cleo Ncube, and then in the finals he stopped the Cuban, Rainier Perez, 4-0. There were 3 bronze medals on day one as well for the U.S., 2 coming in at 125. Former Northwestern star Brandon Preeson grabbed a bronze with a 3-1 record, along with former Drexel grappler Steve Middich, who also went 3-1. The other bronze on day one went to two-time NCAA champ Kellen Russell from Michigan. He ended the day with an impressive 4-1 record. Day two saw the U.S. with 4 more medals, including another gold. A big performance there from the heavyweight Lehigh's former NCAA champ Zach Ray. He rolled to a 4-0 record. In the finals there, Ray beat another American, two-time NCAA Division II national champ Matt Muehlner. He wrestled for Northern State. The U.S. went 1-2 at that weight class. Adding another silver, former Northern Iowa star and current Army wrestler Moses Fay at 154. He was joined on the podium by bronze medalist and former Northwestern star Jason Welch. Both lost to the same tough Cuban opponent, 4-time world medalist Guillande Garzon. Well, 3 members of the U.S. delegation competed in the FILA Junior Exhibition bouts, going 2-0, 2013 Junior World Champ Kyle Snyder at 213 pounds and 2013 Cadet World Champ Aaron Pico at 143. Cuba also hosted the Grandma Cup in Greco-Roman, and Team USA added 3 more medals to their collection. Two-time World Team member Andy Bisick snagged the gold at 165. He had a perfect 4-0 record. He beat Carlos Munoz of Colombia in the finals by tech fall 8-0. Well, it's the second straight international title for Bisick, who also won gold at the Dave Schultz Memorial just a few weeks ago. 2 other members of the 2013 U.S. World Team captured bronze medals in Havana, Robbie Smith at heavyweight and Jordan Holm at 187. Well, 6 U.S. Greco-Roman stars are set to compete at the Nikola Petrov International in Sofia, Bulgaria this weekend. Included 2-time Olympian and 4-time U.S. World Team member Spencer Mango, 2-time U.S. World Team member Joe Betterman, 2012 World University champ Max Nowry, and veteran star Nate Engel, all competing at 130. Also this weekend, a special wrestle-off for the 121-pound position on the 2014 U.S. Women's World Cup team. The winner of the wrestle-off will compete at the 121-pound mark at the Women's World Cup in Tokyo, Japan, March 15th and 16th. So far, 6 athletes have signed up, including 2012 Olympian Kelsey Campbell, University World Champ Catherine Fulp-Allen, and Cadet World Champ Haley Agello. We, of course, will have coverage of the wrestle-off on next week's show. Well, the excitement continues to build for the Freestyle World Cup that will take place at the Forum in Los Angeles on the 15th and 16th of March. The top 10 teams in the world in men's freestyle will battle in the dual meet over 2 days to determine this year's World Dual Meet Champion. The lineups from the foreign teams are starting to come in, and some of the top stars in the world will be in action, as you might guess. The Armenian team will be led by Artur Arkelian at 143 pounds. He was 5th at the 2013 World Championships. They'll also bring 3 past world bronze medalists, Artak Harvhaniasen at 125, Vladja Vrengolian at 134, and David Apoyan at 154. Indian will be led by 2013 world bronze medalist Amit Kumar at 125. He was 10th at the 2012 Olympic Games. 2014 Dave Schultz Memorial Champ and Commonwealth Champ Parveen Rama will go at 163. Rama was a junior world bronze medalist in 2011. Two other 2013 world team members will compete for India, Paween Kumar at 189 and Saywart Kadian at 213 pounds. Now, fans, you're encouraged to get your tickets right away through Ticketmaster or give them a call, 800-745-3000. Don't wait. This one's going to be an exciting adventure for us all. Our news continues when we return. Stay tuned.
Each season, Liberty Mutual's Responsible Sports Community Grant Program awards $65,000 to youth sports organizations and school sports programs that demonstrate their commitment to responsibility in youth sports. Your organization could be one of our 20 winners this season. It's easy. Simply visit responsiblesports.com and click on the Community Grant Program. Administrators register their organization with the program, then reach out to rally parents, coaches, and team supporters to log on and review either the Responsible Sports Parenting or Responsible Coaching Guide. Then complete the quiz and showcase your mastery of the concepts. Every successfully passed quiz is worth a point that you can credit to your favorite youth sports organization or school sports program. Connect with friends, family, and neighbors to rally more support. The teams and schools with the most points at the end of the grant period win. It's that simple. Watch the leaderboard throughout the grant season, then rally more of your supporters to increase your totals. Liberty Mutual is committed to celebrating and championing youth sports and to financially supporting organizations that demonstrate their commitment to responsible sports. Join the movement and start earning points toward your community grant.
Well, May 31st and June 1st, the 2014 U.S. World Team Trials will take place for men's and women's freestyle. And where? The Alliant Energy Center in Madison, Wisconsin. A bunch of the world and Olympic medalists will be on hand and in competition. Past U.S. World and Olympic team members are expected to compete as well, including 2012 Olympic medalist Jordan Burroughs, Jake Varner, Clarissa Chun, and Coleman Scott. Well, the U.S. World Team Trials will determine the men's and women's freestyle athletes that will compete at the 2014 World Wrestling Championships in Tashkent, Uzbekistan, 8th through the 14th of September, as well as the U.S. national teams that will be in competition throughout the 2014-15 season in both styles. Well, the FILA Junior World Team Trials and freestyling Greco will also take place in Madison on the 30th of May. It'll feature the top men's freestyle and Greco-Roman athletes between 17 and 20 years old. They're looking to compete to represent the U.S. at the FILA Junior World Championships in Croatia in August. The U.S. World Team Trials in Greco-Roman, the third Olympic style, will not be hosted in Madison, but it'll take place in Daytona Beach, Florida, June 10th through the 14th. Mark your calendars for these very important dates, and for more information, check out themat.com for all the information. Well, the college wrestling scene continues its natural declination to the championships, and this last weekend, the NWCA National Duels took place, and for the third straight year, it was the Golden Gophers of Minnesota that hoisted that championship trophy high. Minnesota came in at #1 in the country and rolled through their first two bouts, defeating North Dakota State and Ohio State in the quarters and semis. In the finals, they drew fourth-ranked Cornell. The Big Red also won two bouts to make their way into the championship round, beating Virginia Tech and Oklahoma, all the while carrying an undefeated dual record into the showdown with the Gophers. Well, they were led by past NCAA runner-up Dylan Ness was Minnesota. He recorded a crucial fall against Cornell's Brian Rilabutu to give the Gophers a huge boost on the scoreboard. David Thorne also turned in a big win at 133 when he beat Mark Gray of Cornell in the finals by major. Well, the duel featured two marquee matchups between ranked athletes. At 149, it was Nick Nardanes of Minnesota edging out Chris Villalonga 5-4 in sudden victory. And in a rematch from the Southern Scuffle, Cornell freshman standout Gabe Dean bested Kevin Steinhaus 3-2 in a tiebreaker at 184. Minnesota moved to 13-1 on the year, while Cornell now sits at 12-1. Gopher star Dylan Ness talked after the team's win.
I think we performed pretty well. We went after it, really trying to execute, getting bonus points in every match. I think we've really improved on bonus points this year compared to last year.
Minnesota's head coach Jay Robinson.
Thought they had great intensity. I mean, they were trying to get bonus points. It's one of the things that we've been looking forward to, and I think they were really focused. I mean, we did good in the first 5 weights, but then when we went back, one of the things we talked to them about is, hey, we're only halfway done here. We got to come back and do what we did the first 5 weights, the last 5 weights, and I think they did a good job on that.
Well, 13th ranked host school Ohio State upset the 10th ranked Sooners of Oklahoma 23-16 to take third. The Buckeyes were led by two-time defending national champ Logan Stever. He scored a tech fall over Oklahoma's Matt Lester at 141. Nick Heflin, well, he recorded 2 wins on the final day over much higher ranked opponent, beating both Travis Rudd of Oklahoma and Scotty Schiller of Minnesota. Individually, 23 wrestlers had 3-0 or better records, led by returning NCAA champs Logan Stever at 41, Jesse Delgado of Illinois at 125, and Andrew Howe of Oklahoma, who wrestled at 74 and 84.
The team, it's kind of tough. Filling in some holes right now. Some guys are a little banged up, but as a whole, I think we wrestled pretty good, and we can take some stuff away from this.
Good job, Andrew. On the other side of the country, second-ranked Penn State hosted a traditional power, the 7th-ranked Oklahoma State. It was a dual meet at sold-out Rec Hall. Both teams are coached by Olympic champs Penn State, Cale Sanderson, and Oklahoma State, John Smith. Well, the Nittany Lions started strong. Two-time NCAA runner-up Nico Megaludis came from behind, beating Eddie Clamara 11-7 at 125. OSU tied the duel with the John Morrison win over Jimmy Gullibon at 133. And then Zane Rutherford was in action. He won a battle of freshmen at 141, beating Anthony Kalika 2-0. Oklahoma State battled back with a Josh Kindig win at 149 and then a win at 157 with Cowboy All-American Alex Derringer. He trailed Dylan Alton but rallied for an exciting 6-4 victory to give OSU a 9-6 advantage. In a battle of 3-time All-Americans, undefeated Lions star David Taylor beat Tyler Caldwell 5-2 at 165 pounds. And at 174, it was a rematch of the 2013 NCAA Finals where the Cowboys' Chris Perry, well, he beat Matt Brown in 2 tiebreakers, giving OSU a 12-9 lead. Then it was the Nittany Lions, big guys who went to work. Two-time NCAA champ Ed Ruth hit a third-period cradle, pinning OSU rookie Nolan Boyd at 184. And Morgan McIntosh posted a 14-5 major decision over Kyle Crutchmer at 197, sealing the Penn State victory. Well, the Lions captured the heavyweight win from John Gingrich as well, making the final score 23-12.
You know, they won some close matches that we would have liked to have obviously won, but that's a good team too. So, but our guys, these guys did a great job. I think Nico did a great job. You know, he fell behind and just kept plugging away and did what he does. Ed got the pin.
Nico Megaludis talked about the victory.
I think I was just in my own little zone. I don't know, I just, had 5 minutes left or whatever, and I just, wanted to take it to him and make him pay.
USA Wrestling Weekly will continue right after this. Stay tuned.
There comes a point in your life that determines who you are, whether you will lead or follow, whether you will fight or give in, whether you will win or lose, and what you will count as your victory.
Well, in the news last week, it was USA Wrestling staff member Harris Kalafanos, who serves as manager of development. The mayor of Colorado Springs, Steve Bach, held a special press conference to announce an important initiative in which Harris has been a key leader. Bach announced that Colorado Springs would be working with the city of ancient Olympia in Greece to establish themselves as sister cities. It formally linked the birthplace of the Olympic movement with America's Olympic city, also home to USOC and USA Wrestling. Last year, Kalafanos helped organize the Olympia 2013 tournament in ancient Olympia, where wrestling was held on those grounds for the first time in centuries. This event was a big part of the success of the Keep Olympic Wrestling movement. Kalafanos, who is a Greek citizen, was selected by Olympia Greece to serve as its spokesperson, putting together this sister city relationship. Both Bach and Kalafanos talked about this exciting project.
We will work with the Colorado Springs chapter of Sister Cities International, which is our country's designated entity to help develop sister city relationships. I think there's a 2-year process we'll need to go through with ancient Olympia, Greece, as we pursue this. I just think it's an obvious matchup. We are America's Olympic city.
But when I was in Greece, because it was such a remote area, I never visited ancient Olympia. So I had to move to Colorado to go back to ancient Olympia, working for USA Wrestling. Well, during that experience, I realized that it made an obvious connection. The two cities just matched perfectly.
Harris talked with those in attendance after the press conference.
If we connect the modern capital of the Olympic movement in the U.S., which is Colorado Springs, with the ancient capital of the Olympic movement, which is in Greece, I think it would make a lot of sense. We could have a lot of artifacts maybe come from ancient Olympia here. We could have a lot of people go from Colorado Springs to ancient Olympia and specifically to attend sessions of the International Olympic Academy.
Well, this week, the updated FILA rankings for women's freestyle were released based upon the 8 new weight classes for the World Championships. As World Power, Team USA was well represented. 17 athletes were honored. The top-ranked American 2012 world silver medalist Helen Maroulis ranked 3rd at 116. Two-time world medalist Alyssa Lampe came in at number 4 at 105. World champ Adeline Gray checked in at number 5 at 165. And world champ and 3-time medalist Elena Paraskova, well, she's ranked 6th at 152. At number 7, Victoria Anthony at 105. Catherine Fulp-Allen at 116 is there as well. And the U.S. depth is apparent with 11 more ranked in the top 20, including the number 11 132-pounder in the world, Jennifer Page. Number 12 at 127 is Allie Reagan. Number 13 at 132 is Amanda Hendy, and Randy Miller at 152. Number 14, Olympian Kelsey Campbell at 127. World team member Veronica Carlson, number 15 at 152. Victoria Francis, number 16 at 165. 132-pound past world team member Deanna Betterman checks in at number 18. And 3 wrestlers are at number 19. Erin Golston at 105. Sarah Hildebrand at 116. And Julia Salata at 152. Well, all of us at USA Wrestling are proud to announce a brand new record high for corporate sponsorship combined with cash and value-in-kind revenue for the 2012-2013 fiscal year. Despite a year when USA Wrestling led the fight domestically and internationally to reinstate the sport at the Olympic level, it was still able to raise a record amount of revenue from corporate sponsors. This included significant contributions from Hewlett-Packard Financial Services, providing internet servers, laptop computers, and docking stations to the national headquarters. A major corporate sponsor of USA Wrestling for over 30 years, ASICS once again provided extensive and valuable resources to all of us here at USA Wrestling and our national teams. Additional support was provided by Liberty Mutual Insurance through their Responsible Sports Education program. They've made a huge impact on America's youth wrestlers. In addition to their support of USA Wrestling, 4 wrestling clubs each won $2,500 grants from Liberty Mutual, and USA Wrestling members were given great discounts on insurance as well. We'd also want to thank our friends at Maximize Living, a successful company led by former elite wrestler Dr. Ben Lerner. In addition to financial support, they attended nearly every major USA Wrestling event to provide chiropractic and wellness services. Other USA Wrestling corporate partners who had a big impact include Cliff Keen Athletic, Matt Guard USA, NYU Langone Medical Center, Hilton Hotels, Tanita, and Blue 04 Water. All of us at USA Wrestling thank our corporate partners, and we look forward to another incredible year. Well, it's time for our USA Wrestling Photo of the Week contest. The pictures are sent in by wrestling families and fans from around the country and are being considered for the photo contest page in our USA Wrestler magazine and our Facebook page as well. This week's picture was sent in by Robert Stevens, showing 5-year-old Tyler Stevens of Berwyn Heights, Maryland, showing some true grit in a recent wrestling bout. Have your photographs considered simply by emailing them to Gary Abbott at gabbott@usawrestling.org. Folks, that'll do it for this week's show. Be sure to tune in next week for USA Wrestling Weekly. I'm Scott Casper, and thanks for watching.